Hello guys, welcome back to another video of What Would Happen. If you find this video entertaining, be sure to like and subscribe. Without wasting your time, let's get into today's video. Have you ever wondered what would happen if all insects disappeared from Earth? Insects, despite their small size, play an enormous role in our world. We share our planet with an estimated 10 quintillion insects. That's a 10 with 18 zeros after it. Their variety is just as staggering, with scientists estimating over 1 million different species. From the delicate fluttering of a butterfly's wings to the industrious work of an ant colony, insects are a constant, vibrant presence in our world. Let's take a moment to appreciate the vital roles these tiny creatures play in our ecosystem. First up, pollination. Insects, particularly bees and butterflies, are nature's most efficient pollinators. They flit from flower to flower, transferring pollen and facilitating plant reproduction. Without them, our landscapes would look drastically different, and many of the foods we enjoy would become much harder to grow. Next, decomposition. It's not the most glamorous job, but it's a crucial one. Insects such as beetles and flies are nature's recyclers. They break down dead plants and animals, returning essential nutrients back to the soil. Without these diligent decomposers, our world would be overrun with waste. And let's not forget the food chain. Insects form a critical part of the diet for many birds, bats, reptiles, and amphibians. They even provide sustenance for other insects. Without insects, these creatures would struggle to find enough to eat, potentially driving them to extinction. Insects also play a role in scientific research. Their short life cycles and large population sizes make them ideal subjects for studies on genetics, evolution, and ecology. Plus, insects have contributed to medical advancements, from maggot therapy in wound healing to the development of antibiotics from insect-derived compounds. Now imagine a world without these tiny powerhouses, a world without the buzz of bees, the chirp of crickets, the flash of fireflies, a world without the critical ecosystem services they provide. Intriguing, isn't it? Let's delve into the consequences. Insects are the world's most efficient pollinators. Without them, our food system would be in chaos. Imagine a world without the buzz of bees, the flutter of butterflies, or the hum of beetles. It may seem peaceful, but the truth is, it would be a world in peril. You see, these tiny creatures are more than just a part of our natural landscape. They are the workforce of our global food system. Insects play a vital role in pollination, the process by which plants reproduce. They transfer pollen from the male parts of a flower to the female parts, fertilizing the plant and allowing it to produce fruit. Without this crucial process, many of our favorite foods would cease to exist. Think about your last meal. Did you enjoy a crisp apple, a handful of almonds, a slice of pumpkin pie? All of these foods, and many more, rely on insects for pollination. In fact, about 75% of the world's flowering plants and about 85% of all food crops require pollinators to reproduce. That's a huge chunk of our global food supply that we owe to these tiny creatures. And it's not just about the food on our plates. Pollination is a crucial part of our global economy. The economic value of insect pollination worldwide is estimated to be in the hundreds of billions of dollars each year. Without pollinators, many industries from agriculture to honey production would face significant losses. But it's more than just economics. It's about biodiversity, about maintaining the delicate balance of our ecosystem. Without insects, our world would become a lot less colorful, with fewer flowers blooming and fewer fruits ripening. It would be a world less rich, less diverse, and less resilient. Insects, though small, carry a weight far beyond their size. They are the unsung heroes of our planet, keeping our food system running and our ecosystems thriving. So the next time you see a bee buzzing around a flower, take a moment to appreciate its hard work. So, without insects, your favorite foods might just vanish from the menu. Insects are nature's cleanup crew. Without them, our planet would be a lot messier. In the grand theater of life, insects often play the part of the humble custodians. They're the ones who roll up their sleeves and get their hands, or rather their antennas, dirty. But what exactly does this mean? Well, they are key players in the process of decomposition and nutrient cycling, two processes that are absolutely critical to the health and sustainability of our ecosystems. Decomposition, as grim as it may sound, is a natural and necessary process. It's nature's way of recycling. When a plant or animal dies, it doesn't just disappear. Instead, it's broken down by a team of decomposers, with insects playing a significant role. Beetles, flies, ants, and a multitude of others get to work, breaking down the organic matter into smaller pieces. Insects form a crucial link in the food chain, serving as a staple diet for many animals. Now let's dive into the details of this intricate web of life where insects play a central role. Insects are the unsung heroes of the food chain, often overlooked for their size but undeniably vital for the survival of countless species. Picture a world without insects. It's not just the flowers that would miss their pollinators or the soil that would long for its decomposers. No, the story goes much deeper. Many birds, amphibians, reptiles, and small mammals rely heavily on insects for their food. From the tiny hummingbird darting around in the garden, feasting on nectar and insects, to the agile frog snapping its tongue at a passing fly, insects are the main course in their daily diet. Even the mighty bear, famously known for its love of honey, wouldn't pass on a nutritious serving of larvae and beetles. The role of insects extends beyond just being a food source. They are also a crucial part of the food web as predators and prey. Insects control populations of other insects, acting as nature's pest control. They are also food for larger predators, creating a ripple effect up the food chain. Now, imagine the disappearance of insects. Birds and amphibians would struggle to find enough food, leading to a decline in their populations. This would have a knock-on effect on the animals that prey on them and so on, up the chain. The absence of insects would also mean a surge in the populations of insects' prey, leading to an imbalance in the ecosystem. Insects, often seen as mere nuisances, are in fact the lifeblood of many ecosystems. Their role in the food chain is so fundamental that their loss would cause a domino effect, leading to the collapse of entire food webs. Without insects, the ripple effect on the food chain would be catastrophic. The world without insects is not just a quieter, less buzzing place, it's a world on the brink of ecological collapse, and that is not a world we want to live in. The disappearance of insects would be a disaster of epic proportions. Reflecting on the past few minutes, it's evident that the world as we know it would change drastically if insects were to vanish from the face of the earth. They might be small, even minuscule, but their roles in the grand scheme of life are anything but insignificant. Recall the essential service of pollination, largely carried out by our buzzing friends, the bees. Without them, we'd face a severe decline in the diversity and abundance of flowering plants. This would ripple through ecosystems, affecting everything from the birds in the sky to the mammals on the ground. It would also hit us humans where it hurts the most, our stomachs. A vast number of the fruits, vegetables, and nuts we enjoy would become scarce, leading to a less varied and nutritious diet. Then there's the decomposition process, a grim yet crucial task where insects play the starring role. If they were to disappear, the world would soon be overrun by dead plant and animal matter. The nutrient recycling process would come to a grinding halt, disrupting the flow of energy and matter through ecosystems. And let's not forget the food chain fallout. Insects form the base of many food chains, providing sustenance for a wide variety of animals. Their disappearance would trigger a domino effect, impacting predators all the way up to the top. Moreover, insects contribute significantly to our economy, from the honey produced by bees to the silk spun by silkworms. They even inspire innovations in technology and medicine. To sum up, insects are the silent heroes of our world, tirelessly working behind the scenes to keep the wheels of life turning. Their disappearance would upset the delicate balance of nature, leading to a series of catastrophic events that would ultimately affect every living being on Earth. So, next time you see a bug, think about the vast, complex web of life it's part of. We owe these tiny creatures more than we realize.